Mike, check number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number yes.
Number 8. Number 8.
Number 12.
Oh, I'm sorry. Number 9. Number 9. Number 9.
I say, chaps, it's a great day for an audio recording.
Sure.
Let's do the clap.
Oh,
This is Tim.
This is Rick.
this is Amanda. Sure.
Don't do that. Oh, come on.
Oh, man. What is up?
The sky.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Dad's cholesterol.
My cholesterol?
Your cholesterol is high? No.
Oh, man. I don't know.
It's another episode here. You know, John, one of our listeners, and one of my friends, actually, he called me up the other day. He texted me, and he was like, hey, hope you've been doing well. When you get a chance, give me a call. We got a question for you, a favor to ask. And I'm like, okay, what's up? So he's like, well, me and my family, you know, we're getting ready to move, and they're moving out of the country. They're going to move to a destination.
Finland?
No.
No, because they're like in Argentina, aren't they?
Yeah, like Argentina, somewhere in there. Yep. And so he calls me up and he's like, hey, man, I don't have the room to take one of my guitars with me. I don't want to just put it into storage. Would you be okay if I sent it your way for you to hold on to until I can get it back? I'm like, yeah, absolutely. So that's cool. It kind of, you know, it's nice to see that people want to take care of their instruments. And this is a 20 plus year old acoustic.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't remember what the name of it was. But he's had it for a really long time, and he's like, you know, it'd be really cool maybe if like if Rick could go and just make sure like the neck is straight and the frets are clean. I'm like, yeah, we might be able to work something out.
Sure.
He's gonna have to charge him for it for sure.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot I can do. I'll figure out something like I can take a really, really stiff wire brush to the neck.
Right. Oh, this neck is too long. Let's cut a few frets off.
Yes. Make it shorter.
Yeah. So I don't know. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, different scale length.
We're going to make this short scale, super short.
Yeah. Make it a banjo. I'm only kidding.
Yeah. You got a new guitar recently, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah. What kind? I don't remember. Did you tell us?
Yeah.
Huh.
It was like
I should probably
4
start
episodes
listening
ago.
to the episode.
Yeah, it was a Telly, a Fender Telly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got the it's the butterscotch blonde, and it's got a maple neck on it. It's really nice. I had to do some work on it, but
of course you can't just get it brand new out of the box and not have to do work on it.
Right. You know, it's got the radius on the fretboard, so that was a little hard to get used to. It reminds me of some of my old Fender guitars and stuff like that. You know, you can't get the strings so close because what happens is it frets out because of the radius. But
right.
So I brought the strings up a little bit higher than I normally do, and then I put my favorite strings on there, the SIT strings, or sit strings.
Sit.
And yeah, they seem to be doing very well on that.
I like mine. I did end up picking up a few sets, and I've put SIT strings or sit. I don't really know on two of my right. I put them on 2 of my guitars, and I really have not had to tune them since I put those strings on. They've been working really well.
Well, that's good. You know, It's always nice to hear.
Yeah,
and
be nice to get a sponsorship.
Yeah,
SRT.
Yeah. Yeah, and then my brother said that he was interested in them and he was going to purchase them, but he hasn't gotten back to me on whether he did or not. So,
well, I would say yes. Give them a shot. Reasonably priced. I don't think they're any more expensive than anything else you can get.
Yeah.
Sound good. And so far, they've done a pretty good job of staying in tune, which is kind of what they're, designed to do, I guess.
Right. I mean, I haven't had any string breakage from them.
And you are a heavy string bender too, so that's probably a really good thing because I think you're like always breaking the high E and the B.
The high E and the B, those are the two. Ernie balls don't last me. The super slinkies, they break all the time, especially the E string. And then I went over to, let me see. I'm trying to think of what the other one is. I want to say what the other string is. I can't remember. But I used them for quite a while, and then I went to these, and these seem to be really nice. So no breakage.
Yeah. How about you, Amanda? Have you broken any strings yet?
None.
None.
No.
I'm actually pretty lucky. I haven't broken any strings yet either. I'm kind of shocked.
That's good. Right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Well.
I'm just gonna sit here and just start bending my high E string until these break.
Do it.
Yeah. Should we get this show on the road?
Yep.
Let's go. Engage.
Well, I'm not sure why it seems that nobody else could hear that, but according to what I'm looking at, it came through. So I don't know, but in post, when it's all done, when it's all said with, when you're listening to this episode, you'll hear that beautiful intro music. That's right. It's the Pandemic Guitar Podcast, the 134th most popular podcast in Finland. Let's give a round of applause to everything that we have done. I'm your host, Tim.
Yes.
Microphone number
Way to go, Finland.
1. Yep. Let's bounce around a little bit. Let's start off with microphone number 3. That's Amanda. Amanda, how are you doing today?
Guten Tag.
Guten,
right?
Is that Finnish?
Guten Tag. No, it's to our German listeners. We have listeners in Germany, everybody.
What?
How cool is that?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
We do.
Isn't that so cool?
So, like, did our family all go on vacation and they're listening to us from overseas?
That's what I was going to say. I was like, you always say it's just family. It's not. We have people all over the place. It's pretty cool.
It is very cool.
We're kind of a big deal.
I mean, when you address me as the big deal. And microphone number 2, Dad Rick, how are you doing?
I am doing pretty good.
You should be ecstatic. I mean, high praises from other countries like America. Where are you at?
I know. I'm not sure what's going on there. You know, maybe Spotify and those other Apple podcasts and everything just don't work in America.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, it's really weird because I think I want to say our primary category is like music commentary, and then maybe humor after that. I don't know because we're a funny bunch. But for whatever reason, when I try to look through the charts to see if we're even close to anything, I can't find the categories. But you go to Finland, and all 3 of our family members, they're listening a lot.
Yeah.
Yep, a lot.
We're so popular in Finland, we're beating out the Tom Petty podcast.
That's right.
That's true.
We are. I was surprised.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I told my buddies at work, I'm like, I'm a big deal. I'm number 134 in Finland. We just barely beat out all the K-pop podcasts.
That's good.
It's a huge deal.
It is.
How
are you? Microphone number 1, Tim. How are you?
I'm good. I just took a little vacation and I got back. Yeah, not too long ago. I was driving through New Mexico eating Mike and Ike's, and I think I hit some of their radiation, and I lost a tooth. They're right here.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah. So luckily I have a dentist appointment tomorrow, kind of in the afternoon. So I don't think they're going to be able to glue it back in or anything, but I'm going to have to see. I'm going to be like, doctor, help me with my smile. I got no teeth.
So you guys drove? I thought you flew.
So I flew out to Vegas, but I drove back.
Wow.
Yeah. So I will never do that again.
Yeah.
It was kind of a bucket list thing. I've never made that drive before. So I was like, yeah, I've got plenty of time off of work. I'm gonna do it. So yeah, I make poor life decisions sometimes.
Wow.
Well,
Yeah.
what'd you think of New Mexico?
Like I said, radiation and myconites, lost a tooth. Yeah,
Yeah.
wonderful state.
Yeah.
Did you go to Roswell?
No, I don't think
No?
so anyway.
You didn't see any aliens?
No, I didn't. There were plenty of areas where I'm like, if it was nighttime, this is where somebody could get abducted.
Yeah.
But yeah, we drove through during the day. So yeah, it was good. Now
That's
I'm
cool.
back, relaxing, back at work and playing a little guitar.
Cool.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah. I would ask if everybody else has been playing guitar, but I feel like I already know the answer.
You probably
I
do.
have.
Hey, I've been playing.
Yeah.
Enjoy-
Matter of fact, you want to know something? Not only did I play the Telecaster, but I've been playing the acoustic guitar quite a bit too.
I'm glad that you play that a lot. I was a little worried when Amanda and I decided, we're like, hey, let's get Dad an acoustic. He doesn't have one. So
Right.
I wasn't 100% sure that you were going to really dig it, but I mean, you're playing it. Sounds like you like it.
Right. In Guitar Box, they were trying to sell me a Tay guitar.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Tay.
Is a Tay-Tay?
No, just Tay.
Tay. Was that half
Yeah.
a Tay-Tay?
No, just Tay.
Oh, I don't.
Because Tay is you know who,
Yeah.
and then Tay is just the first name. I don't know how I came up with that.
I don't know.
Yeah, I at this point, I kind of wish you wouldn't have.
There's something in the water over there, I think.
Oh, it is. There is.
Amanda, like always, you kind of pull the weight around here, making this show happen.
You guys.
I mean, are you well rested for this? You've
I don't know. I need to go see a chiropractor to get my back fixed here because it's just carrying a lot of weight.
yeah.
It's like, I think- I
You're
think-
more than welcome to charge it to the podcast.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Here's the thing: is I'm trying to feel out and get some topics, and Tim is just crickets, and then Dad calls me, and Dad and I are kind of bouncing around ideas sometimes, right? Tim puts input, right? I don't want to make it sound like he doesn't. And then
Kind of sounds like you're making it sound like I don't do
well,
anything.
I mean, call a spade a spade.
Oh boy.
Here we
But
go.
I mean, Tim just kind of like, he just like shows up to work. He's like, all right, what do we got? You know what I mean? And Dad and I are just over here like, oh, what do we do? And throwing stuff together. And Tim's like, all right, what'd you guys come up with? I'm ready. I'm turning on the voice. Let's go.
But
you've been busy. You went on vacation.
yeah,
so that's fine. I forgot about that.
I was on
I
vacation.
forgot about that. All right, I'll let that slide
I
this
could
time.
wrap a turd in tinfoil and sell it as earrings. Let's go.
Oh boy.
Okay. All right. So
We're going off the deep end here.
strong start.
Literally.
Strong start. To turds and tinfoil. Let's just name that. Name that this episode. Turds and tinfoil.
No.
Okay.
Could be a song though.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, yeah.
You should-
That's
you should
actually
look at it.
good.
What kind of song is it? Are we doing country? I think we should do
Let's
country.
do
I don't know.
country.
No, plug it into AI.
I got
Oh,
turds in tinfoil.
Yes, put it in what is it, Suno? That website? Oh, that would be great. Okay. So, I guess what we kind of wanted to do last month was kind of fun. It was kind of easy. It was easy for us because we had a theme and we focused both of our episodes for last month on that theme. So we kind of thought we would do something similar for sure for this episode. I don't know about for the next. I don't know. How many episodes are we doing in April? Doesn't matter.
Our Finland listeners will let us know.
They will.
Yes.
So I thought for this episode we would talk about April is known for International Guitar Month. Did you guys know that?
I actually
No.
didn't.
It's kind of fun, right? That's something different. And just kind of a background on it. So essentially it was originally started in 1987, which doesn't really feel that long ago.
Oh, it
Uh,
sure
by-
does.
Vintage.
Vintage for sure. That means I'm vintage. I was born in
Rustic.
87. Okay, so it was essentially started by the Guitar and Accessories Marketing Association, aka GAMA, and the National Association of Music Merchants, NAM. So that is the same thing as the thing, right?
Yeah, NAM. The
NAM.
show
Okay.
close to where you are. On the other side of the San Andreas fault line.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So that NAM. All right. So
Yeah.
Gamma and NAM basically got together and said, "Hey, how can we make more money in the month of April?"
Right, that's what they did.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yep.
I was talking to Dad about this, and I was like, "Oh, there's got to be some history." And Dad's like, "They basically just did it probably to make some extra money for the month of April." I was like,
Probably.
"Makes sense."
Marketing.
And the
Marketing.
more,
Yeah.
the more I dug into it, the more I realized it's exactly that. It was really done for marketing purposes. Yeah, and so I guess I'm just kind of want to talk about ways that you can celebrate throughout the month to celebrate National Guitar Month. Do you guys have any ideas of how you can celebrate?
You can buy me a new guitar.
Everything except that.
Oh.
Yeah. So I guess first and foremost, I wanted to talk about you can visit and support a locally owned music or guitar store, not Guitar Box. Would you agree or disagree?
I
agree.
I would agree with that. And I think you're always, I shouldn't say always, but I think more often than not, you're going to get better customer service at a mom and pop, for lack of better, smaller store.
Right. Yeah, I think that's true because I think we've mentioned this before. I think we've all kind of been in the big box guitar stores, and sometimes you're not even acknowledged, which kind of sucks.
Like
sometimes,
every time.
yeah,
Not
I
me.
mean,
No, not
Well,
you, because
no,
you're
'cause
the
Dad just has a
guitar
presence.
father. When you walk
Right.
in, people pay attention.
they drop everything.
Yeah. You see
I'm
what that
surprised
they
guy's
locked
doing
the door.
over there?
Yeah. They should lock the door.
Everybody out! The guitar father's
Get
here.
down. Yeah. So yeah. So do you guys ever go to locally? Now that I say that, do you guys ever support locally owned guitar stores?
Yes.
Yeah, I have not. Just because.
Okay, at least you're honest.
Yeah, and it's not because I don't want to. It's just because I'm just not really aware of them. It's hard to compete and get your name out there when everybody just knows the big box retailers.
Right.
It's how do they advertise? Word of mouth?
Yeah. I wonder too, can you like make, what's the word I'm looking for? Haggle. Can you haggle more with a big box store as opposed to like a locally owned store? Do you think that there's more like wiggle room for a big box store on prices? I would think so, right? Like you might get a better deal at a big box store. Maybe?
No, I think the mom and pop.
Really?
Yeah, and I think it's also like I don't think you can just walk into a store like it's your first or second time into that store and start wheeling and dealing. Like with the mom and pop stores especially, I would imagine that the more you're there, the more conversations, the more money you spend, the more they're going to be able to work with you. And I would think that the same goes true with the big box, but I don't know. I don't even
makes
get
sense.
recognized when I go there.
Yeah, I know. I have not. When I walk in there, they recognize me, but I can get. Sometimes I can wheel and deal some stuff, but it's not all the time. It just depends on the person.
Well, I can tell you that I don't go into the big retail store without you, because when I walk in, they're like, hey, if we have time, we'll talk to you. We'll get to you. We'll get your money.
Yeah.
You
No,
walk
I know.
in, and they're like, what can we do for you?
I know. They're trying to show me guitars.
Do they offer you champagne and give you a foot rub? And,
Yeah, they get.
Bob,
they throw,
go get the
they
red
throw-
carpet.
Yeah, they get the rose petals and throw them on the ground.
Yeah.
and bring out the champagne and.
Well, they should if they're going to sell you that 67 Gibson.
No, they wouldn't sell it to me.
Oh, well, whatever year.
See, for me, I feel like when I go into a store like that, I actually don't mind being ignored. I actually don't mind being treated like I don't exist.
Why?
Is that weird? Because I don't know. Because it's like I guess I don't need to interact with anybody. So I'm kind of like.
Well,
But then on the flip side, when I really do need help, I get upset because nobody's helping me.
right. So I would rather go into the store and somebody acknowledge me when I walk in, like, "Hey, how you doing? Are you looking for anything in particular?" And then I can be like, "Yeah, I'm kind of in the market for, a guitar." And, if they're busy and say, "Okay, yeah, just go ahead and look right there. We'll be back. We'll check in with you here in a little bit." I'm not asking for like drop what you're doing and help me pick something out right now. I'm just asking to acknowledge the fact that I'm a customer in your store.
Right.
Right.
Help people, but then come back, check on me. Hey, is there anything I can help you with? No, not quite yet. All right, I'll check back with you a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes
Well, I mean,
sense.
they should do that anyhow. Even Guitar Box should do it, but I know that they do ignore people, and I mean, I see it all the time, and it's just they know I'm not going to buy anything when I'm in there, or if I might pick up a set of strings or something like that, and something small.
Yeah, but you're there often enough that they know you.
Yeah, and yeah, I get along with all the employees there.
Or dad has disturbed the peace often enough that they just know who he is when he walks in.
That too. Yeah.
Yeah.
The door opens, dad walks through, everybody's eyes roll.
Dad,
Yep.
they
He's back.
have a picture of you in the back. They're like, this guy.
Yeah, they throw
This guy.
darts at me all the time.
Probably.
10 dad joke limit. Call cops on 11.
Yep. There you go.
Okay, so another thing that you can do to celebrate this month, you can tune up your guitar, right?
Yeah, you do
You
that.
can replace the strings,
Yep.
give
Yep.
it some extra love, or in my case, I can just dust it off.
You
know?
could. You could.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You could. But I mean, you got to be careful because when you have dust on your guitar for so long, that now protects the paint from the rays of light from either the light bulb or the sun. So if you
There you
take
go.
all that off at once, you got to really watch that paint. It might just come
Yeah.
right off.
Exactly.
Yeah, no,
I agree.
don't.
No. I mean, okay. You know what you can also do is you can learn a new riff.
Yeah,
When is the last time
you know
either
what?
of you have learned a new riff? Hey, what happened to that thing, Tim? You said you were going to learn like a...
That's actually a really
Oh,
good
yeah.
question. That's what I was going to talk about because John also asked me. He's like, "Hey, how's the 10 songs in a year going?" I'm like, "Well, I got 2 riffs that I'm pretty proficient at. I love playing them. Both are Metallica riffs. I'm like, man, I need a new riff, and so I'm kind of stuck trying to figure out what the next riff is because even though they listen to us in Finland, they don't tell me what to learn. So yeah, I'm a little stuck there. I thought to myself earlier today, I'm like, flipping through this the satellite radio, trying to find something like, oh yeah, that's I'm going to learn that next. So I don't know. I'm still trying to find some stuff.
Okay, fair enough. Dad,
Yeah.
what have you learned recently?
Well, learn to keep my mouth shut.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, me too. I lost my tooth, so I'm not going to be singing in this band anymore.
Yeah. No, I've actually been playing with a few different things. So when I get ready, I'm going to be working on a bass piece for it and a drum piece for it, and I'll send it over to Tim there, and he can play it.
Heck yeah, not the bass or
Cool.
the drums because I don't know that. But
No. I'm saying no. I'm gonna use MIDI to do the bass and the drums,
oh, okay.
and then but I got something. It's sort of like
And then you want me to lay a mean riff on top of it?
you can do whatever you want.
What about you, man? Have you learned any new riffs lately?
You know, I have not. Okay. Hear me out, though.
Okay.
This has been running through my mind. Okay.
Boy, must be tired.
All right. No. Okay. So I'm getting ready to have my first surgery ever in like 2 weeks. Okay.
Oh, dang.
So yeah, it's like, and it's coming up and it's scary and it's like I have nightmares about it. I'll be fine. It's fine. But in my mind, I keep telling myself that I want to learn something before then. Like I want to pick up my guitar and I want to learn just, I don't know, something. Something maybe easy, obviously. Right? So I don't know. I'm going through it in my head to try to figure out what I can learn. If you guys have any suggestions, something super simple. I'm not saying a full song, just a little something, just so I can kind of just, check it off the list, just in case, you never know. Yeah. So it's kind of what I'm going through right now, So to answer your question, not yet, but hopefully within the next week and a half, I'll pick it up and learn something small.
All you got to do is
I'll
start.
report back. Yeah.
I would suggest Mission Impossible.
I mean, that would be easy, right?
Yeah. You'll never forget it. It'll haunt you forever.
That's right.
Or
how about Smoke on the Water?
Smoke on the Water. What's that?
Oh,
Deep Purple. It's only 4 notes.
Yeah, I don't even remember that one.
I mean, that sounds easy.
It is.
Sounds doable.
Yeah.
But so is Mission Impossible.
Listen to the song "Smoke on the Water" by Deep Purple.
Are we talking Mission Impossible Limp Bizkit style?
I don't think so.
Because Limp Bizkit did a Mission Impossible song. Or are we just talking about just the general?
The general.
It's probably the same. Okay. All right. It's probably the same, right?
Yeah, it's probably, I don't know. I haven't heard the Limp Bizkit version, but yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, anyway, so that's another way that you can celebrate this month is to learn a new riff, or is it also called a lick, as the kids say?
Yep.
I don't
Cool.
I don't know if that's what the kids say, but okay.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
You take your guitar, plug it into 120 volts, and lick it.
Don't encourage that.
No, don't do that. Don't
encourage that.
Don't.
It's
Okay,
so
so you know what else?
electric.
So you know what else you can do is you can attend a concert. Simple.
Yeah, I don't think I'm attending a concert in April? But
Okay.
I think I have one in May. Well, no, that's not really a music concert. That's a comedy thing. But I think June, I'm going to go see Oliver Anthony. So that'll be fun. I'm looking forward to that.
Okay. Well, you can just postpone your celebration.
Yeah, I'll just be like, I'm not celebrating this month. I refuse.
Dad, are you going to get to attend a concert and crowd surf and mosh pit? Do some windmill kicks? Yeah?
Yeah, I was I was looking to see if something was playing at the Civic Center.
Anything good?
Oh.
No,
Yeah.
not really. And then I was looking at the other one, Hoyt Sherman.
Mm.
And
I want Joe B to come back.
Joe
You
B.
guys are obsessed with him.
Oh man, that was
Joe Bonamassa.
Yeah, that was the best concert I ever went to.
Yeah, it was really good.
Even better than Aerosmith at the Iowa State Fair?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It was so good.
Okay, well,
He's a good player.
I believe you. Okay. And hey, last but not least, this one's kind of out there, but I really think it's a good one. Tim should celebrate this month by getting a tattoo of his cat, Duncan, playing MGK's razor-shaped guitar.
Maybe
You have to think about that.
Maybe a different guitar, but
Okay, well, I mean, hey, pick one. I just throwing it out there. I just thought it'd be a great.
yeah. No, I like how you did a little throwback there. No, I mean that was cool.
Yeah.
But
Bringing it back to that combo.
I don't think that I am going to pay any sort of tribute to that particular guitar.
Okay.
I just
fair
think it's
enough.
ugly, personally.
Yeah, but maybe Duncan doesn't. Maybe Duncan likes it.
Maybe. I'll have to ask him.
Yeah, ask him.
I think he secretly plays when I'm at work because my guitar picks end up all over the place.
Oh,
Yeah.
I could see that.
Well, it's better he throws the picks around than the guitars.
Yeah.
Well, yes. What kind of music does a cat play?
Catnip.
No.
No. I really don't have the punchline to this joke, but it'd be
I
really
thought
cool
there
if
was-
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Dang it.
April Fools, you thought I had a joke.
Okay, anyway. we thought you were funny.
Yeah.
So those are just some ways to celebrate International Guitar Month. I'm not sure that we will extend this to the remaining episodes for the month, but I don't know. Maybe we will find a way to incorporate it somehow. But just a little bit of a way if you wanna, if it strikes your fancy, ways to celebrate.
Yeah,
So, there you go.
I think it's cool. There's an online music store. It's Water in the Street or something. I can't remember what it is. They always do I think this month is live music month, and then the next month will be I don't know, keyboard month or drum month or whatever. I've never heard of. I mean, they do have a guitar month. I don't know what month it is, but so when you brought this up, I was like, oh, okay, this is interesting. And then I've never heard of the GAMA, the Guitar and Accessories Marketing Association. Never heard of it.
I have.
She sounds hideous.
She does. Gamma and Nam.
But she wears khakis.
Probably.
Yeah. That's
All
cool.
right,
I don't think we should. I don't think we probably won't do an episode 2 for the month on it. But
No.
yeah, it's a good conversation. Good talking piece.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Got a little bit of music news.
Now we do.
Oh.
It's time for music news.
Are you playing it? Okay. I just didn't know if I was supposed to be quiet. Okay.
I was singing along. Oh, you can't hear it. I
No,
forgot.
we can't hear
No,
it.
we can't hear it. We
Oh.
can hear you.
Yeah, so I was singing along with it.
Oh, okay. Is that what that was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so much better in post.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. All right. Are we ready? We're going to kick it off.
Let's do it.
All right,
Yep.
This just in, you guys. This is a brand new bit of music news. I'm sharing it with you right now. I just found out about this. Taylor Swift has announced that she will be doing acoustic Slipknot covers. She recently released a cover of the band's 1999 hit, Wait and Bleed. She stated that she will be giving up pop music for angsty new metal going forward. What do we think about this?
Okay.
Fools.
Yeah. At first, I was like, "This is the dumbest thing ever," and then halfway through it, I'm like, "Yeah, okay, no, it's not happening."
Dang it.
I did really like that Epiphone woodpecker acoustic guitar.
Yeah.
That one,
That was hilarious.
I knew right away that was April Fool's.
I'm like, that's gotta have really good sound tone, you know.
Right. Can you imagine a woodpecker pecking on that thing all day?
Every time you plucked a string.
Okay, so yeah, if you guys haven't noticed by now, that was indeed an April Fool's joke. Didn't really go as far as I wanted it to, but there it is. Not
Okay,
true.
now
100%
actually
not true.
I want it to be true.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, she'd be better, wouldn't she? You know?
I
Think? Think?
I'd hope so.
You know what I'm getting tired of? I don't know if y'all have Roku TV, but Roku does this thing now where they change your wallpaper theme, like your screen,
Yeah.
to whatever they want to promote, even though I change it to like some fun little, springy theme. And then they change it to promote T Swift's, new movie. And I'm like, yo, I didn't approve that. I don't want to open my TV and see T Swift. Like, I just, I hate how they do that.
What is this garbage?
I
You
hate
see
how
this
they do
garbage
that.
on my TV?
And then I have to go in and manually change my wallpaper back to my spring theme. Because I don't, whatever. Anyway, they're just trying to get people to watch it. It won't be me, but somebody will fall for it. All right.
Oh yeah.
We're moving on.
Let's
Okay.
move on.
All right. Music news. Here we go. Number 1. This one's kind of, this is a good one. Paul McCartney's stolen Hofner 501. Is that how you say that?
Yeah.
Okay. Electric bass that he bought in 1961 has now been located. A woman in England said that she located the bass while cleaning her loft last year. When she Googled it to see its worth, she realized it belonged to none other than Sir Paul McCartney. Apparently, not long after it was stolen, it was sold to a pub for very little money and several pints of alcohol. What a deal. And this gal says that her brother-in-law had it and wouldn't disclose any further information other than that. After a long negotiation, McCartney finally has his bass back. He gave a 5-figure sum to this gal and her family, which McCartney called a thank you fee. The guitar is worth $10 million. Do we think it was just being held for ransom at that point?
I don't
You know what I mean?
No, I don't think so. But, okay, so it was stolen and traded into a pub for a few drinks. And then I'm assuming that the guy who was it, the brother-in-law, I want to assume that that's probably the pub owner or the guy that was working at the pub that night.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
And then just kind of threw it up in the attic or the loft or whatever for all these years.
Well, but here's my thing. The thing that gets me, it says there was a long negotiation, which means that she contacted Paul McCartney or somebody associated with Paul McCartney and said, hey, I have this. Do you want it? And didn't say, I'm assuming didn't say, I'll give it to you for free. Because obviously there wouldn't be a negotiation involved at that point. It would just be like, here you go. I don't know. I have a problem with that, I guess. And I put a picture there as well on our notes that's a picture of her son holding the bass guitar.
Yeah, I thought that was a high school picture of me. I was like, whoa, wait a second.
No, but I mean, he's standing in front of a curtain. I don't know. You know what it looks like? It looks like he's holding it for ransom. Yeah, he's got this look on his face like, do you want it? You're going to give us a lot of money? And I guess she did mention that the amount of money that she was given, she can't, she's not going to change her lifestyle because of it. She wouldn't disclose how much it was, but she said it wasn't enough to change her lifestyle to, I don't know, any certain degree, I guess.
Yeah, that is weird too. If the guitar is actually worth 10 million, and Paul McCartney, I know he's really struggling. He's always been a struggling musician, doesn't have a whole bunch of number one hits. So, I why wouldn't like $100,000 be, hey, thanks,
Right.
Well,
but I don't, go ahead, Dad.
Here's the problem. The guitar you see that he's holding, try to sell it. You're not going to, to somebody other than Paul McCartney.
Well, somebody who knows their stuff. They're like, I'm not going to touch it.
Yeah, or somebody who's an avid fan and just happens to know what that is.
Right.
They should have taken it into Pawn Stars.
Yeah, you can't bring it anywhere because it'll be, it's stolen.
You could have brought, but this happened so long ago and in another country. Like, is that really documented that well?
Yeah.
Sure it is.
I'm sure they don't have detectives actively working on it this whole time.
No.
Yeah.
And you could bring it into the Pawn Stars because Rick would call somebody who he knows that is an expert at these things.
Yeah.
Right. Yes. And
he always knows somebody.
He always knows somebody. There's always somebody with it. He's just like 15 minutes down the road. He'll be here in no time. Just hang out, buddy.
Yeah.
And that's,
did you go see them?
Yeah.
When you were in Vegas?
Years ago. A couple years ago we did.
All right.
Yeah. They're it's just a store. They're not there.
Yeah. It's a seat in a seedy part too. A little bit. But yeah. Anyway. Yeah. What were you saying, Dad?
I was going to say that, the guitar it's a lefty guitar. So, but I don't see a signature on it, so.
Maybe this is like the Midwesterner in me with like manners, but I guess if it were me, I would have been like, hey, I have what I think might be yours and I'd like to give it back to you. For me, there would be no, I need something in return. But if something was given to me after I gave it to them, I wouldn't probably turn it down. But I guess that could have been negotiation.
That could have been the way, like, I don't know what the negotiation was, right? But that could have been, like, I don't know. That whole negotiation part throws me off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they said it was a very lengthy one. So I'm just kind of like, well, then something tells me that he offered her something and she said that's not enough. And they were going back and forth. And to me, I don't know. I would just be like, just take it. It's yours. It's not mine.
I would too.
Yeah.
Well, let's take it at a different point here. She might have said, "Hey, I'll do a Peter Townsend on it."
What?
Yeah, you got to give us a little bit more. I know all of our listeners, they get that, but
Oh, Peter Townsend, when he did concerts and stuff, he used to take his Gibson SG, and smash it on the amps.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying is
Oh.
she could have said, "Hey, only $100. Yeah, I can do a Pete Townsend on it."
no, you're not going to
Yeah.
do that. You know that it has value beyond money,
Oh yeah.
So, I mean,
Oh, yeah.
if that's what you're going to do, then I think Paul McCartney has the right to come over and Pete Townsend that lady.
I would
I'm
like to see that.
surprised. I'm just surprised that he still cared
WWE.
about it.
Well,
I don't know.
It's part of his history.
I know, but it was
Part
like
of
so
the
long
Beatles.
ago. I don't know. I guess I'm curious how much she got, but I guess
5
we'll never
figures.
know.
Yeah, 5
Yeah.
figures.
What
Well,
they
it
don't
could've been
tell you is
Still.
where the decimal is, so it might be
Right.
like
$100.
$300. Yeah,
or pounds.
yeah, pounds.
Nah. Yeah, if it's worth 10 mil, she probably got a decent amount, but at the same time,
$999,099, all in pennies.
Yep.
Just wheelbarrows of pennies right from the bank.
Right. Anyway, I thought that was kind of interesting. That just happened not that long ago, so I'm sure he's glad to have that home
Oh, I'm sure.
back in his
Oh, yeah.
possession. So,
Put it in his collection with all the other stuff.
yeah. All right, next up. A music store in Baltimore, Maryland is feeling the effects after a $2,200 Gibson Les Paul was stolen. They said it, quote, feels like a punch to the stomach, end quote. A masked perpetrator walked in, picked it up, and walked out with it on March 19th. The store appears to be just a small, locally owned kind of place, so I can imagine that probably would be a difficult loss for a small store like that.
No.
No?
Well,
I mean, what would you guys have done if you guys saw somebody come in?
insurance would pay for it.
Really? Okay. Well,
Yeah. I mean, if it isn't, first of all, the serial number, the owner of the shop has a serial number. It's probably
Right.
reported to the police. Or police, so it's marked as stolen. The guy's not going to be able to do anything with it, for a long time.
True.
Yeah, but
So,
I mean,
in other words-
okay, so let's just say, I don't know, it's $2,200. Let's just say that it cost him $1,500 to put it on his shelf. If he's got $1,000 insurance deductible, is it worth it?
Well, yeah, but,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard to
makes
say whether
sense.
he'll get it back or not. I hope he does, but,
So
most of that,
that makes me
most of
think of like these security cameras. I mean, we live in a world where we can zoom in and study the craters of the moon from our phone.
right.
Yet security cameras are still in like the 80s. Like they're
Yeah.
all grainy and fuzzy and you can't see anything. Why is that?
Yeah. Or if you get a light ticket, a camera ticket,
Oh, yeah.
and it's like, oh, they have your face, like, your plate, they have everything perfect. But then, yeah, something like security camera is just like, we don't know who it is.
Yeah.
No idea.
Yep.
Just a blob.
Yeah.
Yep.
If somebody came into my shop and they were wearing a mask, like subtract the whole COVID thing, right?
Well,
But
yeah.
if they're wearing a mask, I'd be like, hey, mask off or
Yeah.
get out.
Well, I don't know if you can do that anymore. I don't think you can do that because people are going to be like, I have a right to like cover my face. See, I think people get away with it more now that we've been through COVID, that they can walk into a store and they can just, nobody really probably thinks twice about it. Everybody's probably like, oh, he doesn't want to get sick, or, oh, I know who he voted for,
No, I think that's completely wrong. Like, first off, it's
Really?
my business. Second off, like,
Okay.
you're, thank you, potential spam, for interrupting the podcast.
Rude.
But no, it's my store. I think I want to see who I'm working with or talking to. I don't, the whole mask thing. I'm surprised there wasn't more robberies and stuff when the mask mandate was there.
Well, no, there were. That's why they were reporting that the mask thing was such a huge issue because people were taking advantage of it.
Oh, see, I didn't hear all that, but
Yeah.
yes. But if it's my store, like you still have at least, I guess I don't know about Maryland, Baltimore, Maryland, but where I'm from, we still have the right to refuse service to people.
Right.
So if you come into the store and you're not following the store policies, get out.
Yeah.
What would have helped us here is an Apple AirTag.
Well, I mean, here's the thing.
For the
have either
guy
of
who
you been to
stole the guitar or the...
No. If
Well,
you
I mean,
put
for
'em in-
big items like that. Yeah.
You're right. If you put it in the guitar, you could track it.
For a big item, like, I don't think that's a bad idea.
No.
Okay, so have either of you been to Baltimore?
No.
Okay.
So close by.
Have you?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's not a good area. It's not a good town. It's not a good city. It's
It was a long time ago.
probably, but I mean, as of 2019, when we went through, it was very, very, very sketchy. And I'm saying more than just one area. It was like very rundown. So it's like, I guess I wasn't super surprised that this happened I mean, I know it can happen anywhere. Don't get me wrong,
Right.
but it sucks. It sucks that it happened, and
Yeah.
it's unfortunate. My question is, if it's a small mom and pop shop or whatever, why? I just can't believe somebody wasn't at the door or somebody wasn't at the front. How does?
Well, I mean,
don't
if
know.
you're only getting 5 customers a day, it's not cost effective to hire somebody to stand by the door.
True.
Yeah, but usually most of them have those more expensive guitars hanging up on a wall that you need to ask to be taken down.
That's a
That's how it
valid
should
point
be.
too.
So I guess you kind of have to wonder: is it kind of on them as well? If it was just on a
Yeah, it's
regular
just-
accessible wall.
It's just sad that things like this happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
Like because
it is.
you were saying that those things have serial numbers, so it's not like you can run it down the road and sell it. I mean, you'd have
Somebody's gonna buy it though.
Well, yeah, he would have to sell it to some Joe Schmuckatelli that decides, hey, this is a great deal. I can get a $2,200 Gibson for the low price of $800 out of the trunk of this guy's car at the truck stop. Great deal. Like, no red flags there. In the end, though, somebody is going to be stuck with a traceable stolen item.
Right. Well, I mean, unfortunately, there's things like Facebook Marketplace where people do that. They meet up with each other at somewhere and they take it out of their trunk, and it's like they don't think twice about it. They're just like, "Oh, this is a steal of a deal," literally.
Right.
If
But the thing
it's
is-
too good to be true, it is.
Right, and plus,
yeah.
when you're talking about Gibson or Fenders, I always ask for the serial number. Even on when I go down to Guitar Box, I'll get the serial number and I'll punch it into my phone. I'll go out to the website and verify that the guitar isn't stolen. And
Box?
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Really?
oh yeah, they
Oh.
have they actually do they have a police report and they actually know the stolen items. Matter of fact, there was a Ma and Pa store here in Des Moines that a Les Paul was ripped off, and it was brought over to Guitar Box, and they looked it up on the police report and they found out it was stolen and called the police on the guy.
Well, no, here's my thing is what I was getting at is you had said that if you are going to buy one from Guitar Box that you'll check the serial number.
I always do, yeah.
But why? Because you think they should be doing that, right?
Right, they should. They do.
Oh.
They do. But the thing is what I do is I will check, like, I'll take a Gibson and, like, let's say it's a Les Paul and they tell me let's say it's a 2020 Les Paul. I'll go out to the Gibson site and look it up and see if it actually is and what the color of it is, and because Gibson has all that stuff, all that information. So, and I'll verify it, because hey, there's a thing out there called Swap and
Swap shop on the radio.
It's
We're not selling
when you go
chickens
out,
today.
No, it's when you go out on the website and you sell the guitar and it's a really good price, and then what happens is you're like looking at a Fender or Stratocaster and you're like, oh hey, a real Fender for $800. Then when you get it, it's a part caster, which is made of all parts, but it looks nothing like the picture you purchased. So it's like a
Temu.
bait and swap
Yeah.
type thing. So you gotta be very careful with that stuff.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's one of the things that I like about guitars is that they have the serial numbers, and the more well-known, well, nowadays just about every manufacturer, they track that, they keep track of the serial numbers, and there's a way to look up that serial number. It tells you what day, what month, what year, what number off the production line, what the color is supposed to be. Like, it tells you everything about it, so that when you're looking at it, you can be like, yep, that's what I'm buying.
All right. But you got to be, just a caveat there, you got to be careful because the chipsums or the Chinese manufactured Gibsons, they actually now are getting real smart about that. They're getting harder and harder to tell the difference.
Yeah, I've heard that. It's crazy what people are stealing lately, though. Isn't that crazy? Like, my mother-in-law was just telling me about a story about one of her friends that went to Albuquerque, and like,
Oh, New
somebody
Mexico?
Yeah,
Yeah, don't trust that place. Radiation,
No.
really bad mic and Ikes, you lose teeth.
Lose teeth. No, but she got her car broken into, and somebody stole her sewing machine and her Bible. Like, of all things, like,
I'm going to sew my way to the Lord.
What are you gonna do with a sewing machine and a Bible? I just blows my mind. I'm just like, why are people that desperate? I don't know, guys.
That way stealing made him feel better.
I don't know, guys. I don't know. But
Stitches
anyway.
513. You thread the needle, push the pedal. A blanket will come.
Oh my gosh. Okay, guys. All right. Last
All right,
but
let's
not
continue
least.
on. Yeah.
Last but not least, guitarist Rick Emmett of the band Triumph is throwing shade at Eric Clapton's guitar skills.
Who?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I kind of said the same thing. Eric is quoted recently saying, quote, Clapton's guitar playing is a fairly narrow kind of palette. He may have been a better R&B singer, end quote. Shots fired, guys. What do we think about that? First of all, who is Rick Emmett?
Right? Who?
Do we know? Who?
I'm
Triumph?
not sure.
I've never heard of Triumph before.
I mean, I've heard of Triumph the Insult Dog.
Oh, it's so old. Oh, that was great.
You can take shots at Eric Clapton, but the guy, look at the money he's made. Look at the albums he's got.
Eric Clapton?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he doesn't care. He probably doesn't care.
You shouldn't.
He's not crying about it, right?
No, but the thing is why do they even take shots at him? I don't understand that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
Maybe he just wants press. I don't know. I guess in the article, he also said that he doesn't like how people like praise Eric Clapton as a guitar god because he's just like, he wasn't that good. He's not that good, I should say.
Yeah,
He's
so
not dead,
I
that I know of.
don't really know who this guy is, but the pictures that pop up, it looks like he failed at WWE, so picked up a guitar. And at some point he quit Triumph because apparently that didn't work for him. This was in '98 over a music and business dispute. Went on to pursue a solo career while Triumph carried on with future Bon Jovi guitarist Phil X for one more album. Blah, 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 blah. Sorry,
so he's
guys.
a has-been. Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know who he is.
Don't know who he is.
Sounds like there might be he might be a really great guitarist. He probably is. I guarantee you he's better than me because he did it professionally for a stint of time. But shut up.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you're not Eric Clapton. Could you imagine Eric Clapton playing funk or R&B?
Right.
No.
I don't know why you got to tear other people. I don't know why they got to tear other people down.
Yeah.
If you don't like somebody, I don't know, move on. Like, why you got to waste time like tearing him down? Especially somebody like Eric Clapton, who's been around for like ever.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, so many hits. And I'm not a huge Clapton fan, but I appreciate what he's done.
Right. I mean, Dad, what do you think? Do you think Eric Clapton's, guitar playing is like subpar, or like, what would you think? What would you say?
No, I don't think it's subpar in any way, shape, or form.
Okay.
I think he's a good guitarist, and what he does really good. and that's all that counts.
Yeah.
I mean, Eric Clapton is not going to go out and play hip hop or something like that because he's, but
well, he's not going to play metal. That's for
right,
sure.
He's noted for his blues. So,
Layla.
Layla.
Right,
I love that song. It's a great song.
So, I mean, I just think that this guy, the other guy, Rick Emmett?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's just got a
This
huge
guy can't even.
ego.
This guy can't even take the time to put a C in the name Rick. It's just R-I-K.
It's so lazy,
Yeah, right.
So
Get
lazy.
off the couch. Put a C in your name.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, look at how long. Just look at how long Eric Clapton's been around. I mean, he was back with the Yardbirds back in the '60s. I mean, and he's lasted all the way up until now, and he's still producing hits.
Yeah. I mean, if he sucked,
give the guy a break.
If he sucked, he would not still be around. So
Right.
I think that's a minority opinion.
Yeah,
but,
I mean, but
you know.
is it just kind of one of those things? Because I always thought about this with other kind of like smack talking between artists and stuff like that. Like, okay, so do you want to just bring your name or your music back into the know? So what better way to get attention than to send a diss to somebody everybody knows?
Exactly.
Because everybody's going to be like, oh, Rick who?
Who's this guy? Yeah, that's exactly what we did.
Yeah.
We're like, who?
Yeah, who?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to forget about it as soon as we stop recording. But
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Don't
well,
know.
so we don't agree. That's great.
I mean, there's always been that thing like is a lot of people say that Eric Clapton was better than Stevie Ray Vaughan, and some people say that Albert King was better than Vaughan. I mean, it's just personal opinion, I mean, just listen to the music. If you like it, you like it. If not,
If you don't, move
on.
Yeah. Find something else.
That's what I say.
Kick
And
rocks.
that's what I do.
All right,
I mean,
you're
if I
just
don't like
getting
an artist-
tired of everybody bashing on Tay-Tay.
Who,
Dad?
me?
Yeah. Like, if you don't like the music, just move on.
Oh,
Yeah, that's true. I shouldn't have used that.
yeah. I guess we're kind of bad examples now. Kind of being hypocrites right now because we bash Tay-Tay all the time. And I'm like, if you don't like an artist, just move on.
Yeah, no, okay. So it's kind of, it's fun to poke the bear, but it's at the same time, it's like I don't like the Tay-Tay music, although some of it's catchy and stuff, but it's just fun.
Yeah.
It's just fun to make fun of.
I know what you're getting for Christmas. Tay-Tay t-shirt.
I'm gonna bring up another point here about
Oil
this.
rags. Go for it.
Can I bring up?
Yep, the mic's
okay.
all yours.
I mean, look at just in Eric Clapton's span that he's been a guitarist, a popular guitarist. How many people have looked up and picked up the guitar because of him?
Oh,
I mean,
billions.
he has a deal with Fender. They make the Eric Clapton guitar, the Stratocaster. He has his, what they call an artist guitar. I mean, this guy here, Rick Emmett, does he have an artist guitar? What does he
Right.
have?
Yeah.
I mean, how many people?
He has a really
look up
bad
to the guy?
haircut. I can tell you that much.
Yeah, that's my thing. And until you get up to that level, just
Sit
I
down.
wouldn't.
Take a seat.
Yeah, take a seat and sit back and enjoy the ride.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
It's music, man. Chill out.
Yeah.
That's a guitar, by the way. Music Man. Manufacturer.
Yeah, it sure is. Shall we wrap this episode
Yeah.
up? I
Let's
think they
wrap
just
it up.
passed a law in Finland that no podcast shall be more than 60 minutes, and we're getting close.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, here we go. Thanks for tuning into yet another exciting episode of the Pandemic Guitar Podcast, brought to you by your three favorite jokesters. Please do let us know what you want to hear. Please do let us know what you want to hear about next by reaching out to us on Instagram, which is at Pandemic Guitar, by email, which is pandemicguitar@icloud.com, and also on Facebook. Send us an email, leave us a comment, send us a pigeon or a smoke signal, whatever your preferred way of contact is. Do it.
Do
Okay?
not send the pigeon to my house.
Except for you, Rick Emmett. No. Bad. Until next time, keep on playing or don't. We won't tell.
Oh, man.
Yep.
All right.
Good episode.
See everybody in a couple weeks.
All right.
Yep.
See ya. Bye-bye.
Yep. Bye.